I should probably unmute myself. I should probably have my music cued. Probably a lot of things. Those are things that were not happening correctly. What is up, y'all? It is Thursday night. I'm going to move myself into the Hero Realms position. Yeah, there it is. Get this moved around here. Matt the Cutter in the house. Agent, Legend, C13, representing. Thank you, boys, so much for stopping in. Getting no music. All right, let me figure that out because I definitely have the music on. Lots of reverb. So I'm messing around with this mic settings. How does this sound? Does this sound any better? I need to actually learn how to use this microphone. It's a really nice microphone, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. Wonder if I turn the output volume same. Okay, let's change this. Okay, let's try that out once, see if that's any different. Give that a whirl. If that sounds like a little bit better. Basically turn the output volume of it down. Back. All right, let's try that. If I put this on, we have sound, but now we're getting that reverb. Wonder why that's happening that way. Let me try turning this way down here. All right, let me know how that sounds. Does that sound any bit better? The mic is back. I turned the mic software back on. I was using it before without software, and it seemed to be working. And then when I plugged it in now, like wasn't working correctly. You know if this sounds any better. That doesn't work. You might just unplug it and use the headset. We'll see what happens. I'll play with the software. It does sound better. Okay, perfect. So what it is, I turned the gain way down. All right, so now let's figure out why you guys are not getting the microphone's quiet. Okay, I can turn that up. Oh yeah, let me turn that back up because I turned it down. All right, let me know if that sounds better for a microphone sound. On my side, it looks like it should be louder for you because I'm not loud enough. I'll be louder. Let me know if that's any better. It is. Okay. So let's check this. Okay, let's try that. Let me know if you guys have music now. I'm hoping that might give you some music. Awesome. Yes, we have music now. All right, we're gonna restart this music then because this is a new mix I found, and it is phenomenal. because it go, hey guys, we're only 7 minutes into the stream. We actually have a microphone working and we have some music. Things are working as planned, as intended. Got some gaming in here. What do you guys say? I'm gonna start this off with a little of the old Hero Realms. We've got a lot of stuff going on with Hero Realms. We just had the update, which is pretty huge across the board. Updates to almost every class. Let's just take a glance at that real quick. Balance changes. Professional. I have received one payout so far from Twitch, so I can say I'm a professional streamer. Cleric, lots of good changes. Some of the things reducing some of the health gains, but then also increasing some. I don't know, but there's definitely some changes there. The Resurrect added draw card is huge. I think some of these here, though, are really going to affect, like the Wizard getting a ruby replaced with a gold, I think is pretty awesome. And the Spellcaster gloves, they completely rebalance that. The Spellcaster gloves, you just have to have 25 health to be able to use them. And instead of 10, like the Runic robes. And then now they also, if you do the health gain option, you get 3. So it makes it pretty tempting to go with those again. I will tell you, I did respect my Wizard that's high enough to have this. I did go back to the gloves just because I want to try it again. See how that works. And I do like how they added some of the health options to the draw card ability that they have, all the way up to gaining 3 with the highest level one. I went that way as well. And a lot of people go the route where they can dig through more cards in their deck. Those are nice too, because now you're gaining health also. But this, I just like the draw the card, get the 3 health. It's a bonus. Thief. Whatever, they're not going to change it. So I personally do think that high level thief ability, where you make them discard, you potentially get a full refund on your gold for doing that, and you gain 5 health. I just think it's a little brutal. So fighter, lots of changes there. You've got the throwing axes changed in combat damage. And they changed the one-time abilities quite a bit, splitting it up. 3 health and 2 gold. I thought it was like 5. It's only 1 refund. Okay, that's not too bad. I still think the full refund, I don't agree with that, but whatever, because it's basically you would almost never not use it unless they're scrapped out. So whatever. I don't like something that's an automatic like that. Like, oh, I have this, I'm going to have to use this every turn because now it's free. I don't dig that. There should be some sort of cost with that, beyond just the fact that they might discard something that costs them, because they're most likely not going to. Exactly, it is conditionally, but again, if they're not scrapped out, and as we've seen in Hero Realms, don't really need to scrap that much. They're almost always going to have something to pitch for free. So whatever. Yeah, exactly. 9 out of 10 times, is that fair to say? I think that's fair to say. I think that's pretty darn good for basically, almost always. 60% of the time it works every time. So we'll Sex Panther there for you. It's made with real bits of Panther. So lots of changes with the fighter abilities as well. So it's just interesting to see some of the changes that they made are like very fundamental changes that took place in here. And like Matt mentioned on the stream yesterday, in VQ, rolling in with the raid. Thank you so much, VQ. Make sure we give her a shout out there. VQ, of course, bringing in the crew from the early show. I appreciate that so much for stopping in. Syphil Webb is here. Dan, thank you for stopping in as well. We're just going in. Yeah, you got to have the hat in there. Necroform, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. We'll give you the win.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
And don't forget about Darth. So we're just going over some of the Hero Realm changes. So I love how they went through and they were not afraid to take the feedback from the community, really boil it down and say, hey, these are not as balanced as we want them to be or we thought they were. And now they're getting so much more dedicated play time from people that are going through, testing this out, giving them feedback, more so than they could have possibly ever gotten. Now it's getting real-time feedback. It's online. We're able to get it to them right away. We're able to show them examples, and they were not afraid to say, all right, we agree with some of these and we're going to try out these changes. So it'll be interesting. Deb kind of already mentioned, someone did ask, like, will these changes affect school cards? Well, to that, there's a couple things. My initial, that's exactly what I'm going to go over. So they mentioned it's possible. Deb said that depending on what changes do stick, they're not afraid to print errata or at least release errata rules. Also, one thing to keep in mind too, if you're playing with at a store, you're playing competitive, playing something like that, that's one thing. But so many people play home. Don't be afraid to modify games a little bit to your liking. I know a lot of times we've done that with some card games. We've also done that with Star Wars Epic Duels, because some of the cards are a little unbalanced there as well. Don't be afraid to make changes, you know, for your home play, of course. And then just keep in mind, like, what is actual, you know, legitimate current rules when you play at a tournament or whatever. So let's hop in here and see what we got going on. We've got lots of games going on. I basically throw out a game for every one of my champions. I'm in that Tavern Brawl right now with Double Dubs. I'm going to play a turn here real quick for that. If any of you guys are familiar with that, it's on Androser's Realms Rising Discord. And they have that. So right here, you're going to receive one of the changes. Throwing excellent does 1 damage instead of 2. I don't know what the big deal was with that. I don't, but whatever. It's fine. What stinks here is, but we did go first, so we got a command, which is awesome. But now we're short of getting any of these hot cards. I will pick up that fire gem just because we want a shot at making sure we can pick up that dark ward. Rally the troops for Kristoff. We'll see what happens. Not a good draw here, so we'll move on from there. Level 1 versus level 1 is not always a good time. Apparently I was in the middle of a turn here. So let's go ahead and discard there. And just gonna get a couple of these turns out of the way here real quick. See if we can buy some. Double Dubs is ready to roll. He's like, let's do this. He's been waiting for me all day though. And I do appreciate his patience. I was very busy today, actually working at work. Kind of great. So kept me away from any sneaking into game time. All right, Double Dubs is ready to roll here. He is able to get that rally of the troops. He's also got to recruit an Orc Grunt. And so far we just have command and a fire gem. So our next turn we know is going to be really good trade-wise. This is going to do 3 damage to a guard. I mean, I might as well use it now. It doesn't matter a ton. Some people would say, you know what, hang on to that for the end in case something's away, but I'm getting that damage in now anyways. Yep. What Tim is saying there, so they did say they want to make sure that the errata is legitimate, like what they want for sure. And this is a nice way for them to try things out too digitally, because you can always try things here, and not saying they want to try things and take it back, but they can do that if they want to. We are going to skip on the scrap, and we're going to grab Kron. Kron is good, and we definitely want Kron. All right, let's go back here, see if our game with Double Dubs, there it is. Pull this in here. All right, so he is able to get that dark reward from us. So he does get that. He's getting kind of set up here. We are going to follow up our command though with a Kristoff the Just, which is nice. Oh, and we're 1 short of getting that Elven. So we are actually going to scrap this fire gem, but we're going to grab the influence. So we're going to basically upgrade it. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. That hand, I like that hand a lot. Just trying to run through some of these games here, get these turns out of the way. I'm happy to take some challenges. Like I said, we'll play this for a little bit, and then we will get an arrow sight in there. Nope, okay. So we'll go ahead and just pop that down there. It's even in this deck. This game is really early. All right, so really nothing. Really would have liked to get Crockeye here. Good job, and Prav are both looking pretty good. He's got nothing really. Thinking we are gonna grab her out there. Take advantage of that little bit cheaper there. Double Dubs is ready to roll. He wants to rumble this out. We do have to play best 2 out of 3. I'm not going to play all 3 on stream, but I'll at least play this one out here maybe. Okay, so we've got 3 damage. We need to get some more damage to kill it. I want to see. Wow, we're dealing with a lot of trade here. They picked up a fire gem. Hasn't picked anything new. Okay, so this is now our opportunity to get these wild cards away from him. He does have Orc Grunt. We got to recognize that. So we are looking at. So if I get rid of influence, actually if I get rid of fire gem, that'll give me enough to activate throwing axe. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I see, because now this makes it 1 harder to get to the 7 because this has to give you, or this can give that damage as well. Okay, so that makes more sense. So it makes it even a little bit harder to get to that level. So first thing, I think we'll actually grab, well, we got a card draw here. Let's grab that. My goodness. I'm actually going to grab Elven Curse first, just in case an 8 drops that I want. An 8 drop did happen. Now the question is, do I like Tyranor more than do I like getting Kron, especially now that I've got an Elven Curse? I do have all my starters, but again, I only have 6 starters in the starting deck with the hero card here. He does have an opportunity to get either one, and he definitely could get Tyranor to combo with his Dark Reward. I don't really want to pass up on Kron though either, but this is a little too hard to pass up. I'm not gonna. I don't know if my trade's gonna. Oh, we get punished by leaving them a spark, unfortunately. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go against this turn here with Rage. Yeah, so not taking Kron. They get a spark on top of it. So we'll see what they can take, if they can take them both. Let's see what happens here. All right. So we are looking at, I mean, without even looking, yeah, we're grabbing rally troops anyway. So we've got a lot of Imperial there. We have just enough to take everything out and do one there and pass it on. So I will say one thing too, when I redid my wizard a little bit, I kind of went away from some of the stuff I was doing. I passed on some of the cards that just let you draw and potentially get a bonus with some action for a little more base deck building. I took the Alchemist Stone, turned a gold into another 2 trade resource card, things like that I wanted to try this time and see like if there would be enough of effect. So I do have a couple champions. I have a command and a Kristav. I'm going to grab this, and it is fighter and fighter. So I do got to recognize that they've got healing, and actually they've got 8 healing here per deck cycle. That's pretty good. If we're not either offsetting that or overriding that, we're going to find ourselves in a hole pretty quick. Yeah, I did also pick up this amulet, which I didn't have before in my deck. So I basically added, yeah, there's the stone. Do I have, yeah, see, I don't have 2 actions here. One thing I was noticing too, until you start buying the actions, the wizard seems like he's a little light on them. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and get this curse right away. I think I might have had enough for that wolf form, but oh well. Okay, so we're not interested in what is Jingle Bug got here. He's got a lot of trade coming up, so that damnation is unfortunately going to be fun. We're not going to have a shot at that. So let's go ahead and grab a fire gem here. Take out the cat, pass that turn. Double Dubs is ready here again. Perfect. I should just sit on this one and try to battle this one out here. All right, let's go ahead and get in here. Elven Gift is really hard to pass up because it's never a bad card, even later, because it'll cycle out your cards. And it will combo with Elven Curse. Yeah, so we do like it better than Nature's Bounty because it's going to give us 2 trade. And it's also still going to leave us 2 trade open to get a Shoulder Bash in here. So let's go ahead and run that. I think we're going to stay here for a minute. We'll see if he's playing right away. Yeah, that's not hard to argue that. Or I'm sorry, it is hard to argue that. It's so good. Gives you 2 trade at bare minimum. But then it can cycle a card, which almost always is going to happen for you. And then also the comboing of the 4 damage. If you pack it in with Wild, and like I said, you get that in a Spark, 9 damage. Pretty good. Okay, so he's got some action. We've got to discard 1. Oh, that's unfortunately what happened there. All right, let's see what we can do here. So we can get to the 7 again if we get rid of Influence this time. Which now, I don't know if we're interested because I kind of want to hang on to it with Tyranor because it's going to start letting me draw a card. But I have a chance of drawing, I have a 1 out of 3 chance of drawing Tyranor now and using him this cycle. May or may not work, but we're going to try it. Didn't happen. That's okay. It's 1 out of 3. You know, it wasn't like even close to being guaranteed. It's fine. Would have obviously liked it to happen, but not meant to be. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We do have a couple wild cards. He is building up wild, so that kind of makes us want to keep that Wolf Shaman away. Let's grab that up. Let's go ahead and get that Shoulder Bash in there. Let's take out just enough for the champions. There's Tyranor. We'll at least be able to use the Throwing Axe now with Tyranor's damage, Longsword. So we'll have plenty of damage to use for that. We've got to watch out here, like I said, because he's building a pretty strong wild deck here. Building up the discards. Especially if I'm going to be scrapping out, that's going to work against me when it comes to discard time. Because now I'm only going to have sauce in my hand. I'm only going to have good cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Tyranor out there. Scrap that. Scrap that. We got 2 out of here. Let's get the Longsword played. Now we can get the Throwing Axe. Now we've got a Ruby. We're not really interested in any of those. We're taking damage over that. And right now we're going to have to try to race him. Even though he's got some healing and he's hitting us with discard. I think that's going to be our only shot of surviving here. What do they got coming up? Yeah, they got some sauce coming up. Potentially a 2 to 3 discard hand, some scrap, life gain. Happens. Do they have any champions? Yeah, so I can't really take advantage of that preparing, which is nice. When you get that prepared champion going, that's pretty good. If you've got someone like Christov. All right, so we're going to be discarding 1 here. That's not too bad. We got pretty lucky there. They didn't really pair up too much. Let's go ahead and just play some action out here. We'll tap that. Okay, so we're going for the throat now. Still at 26 though. Yeah, you get a little bit of that healing and you think they'd be lower, but they're not. See, I don't think we're going to be lucky enough to have our champions live. I think for sure they still have the spark there. And whatever else they're going to draw now with this hand. 5 damage. That's only 5 damage. They've got to scrap if they want to take them both out. I don't know if I'd scrap to take out Wolf Shaman right now. They might. I think that's well, there might be a debate. The purchase here. They're going to scrap to get rid of it. All right, so they did go with the deception there. That's interesting. They do have the hit job to work with it. I thought for sure they'd take Rayla just because for me, it's damage. It's at this point, that's all I'm kind of really looking at. But that's, you know, they're playing their game their way. All right, so we're going to draw 1, discard 1. Ooh, this is pretty saucy. Okay, so this is good. Let's get List out there. Let's get Shield Bearer out there. Let's scrap a card out, and we're going to get damage for that as well. Now that we've got our 2 champions out, we're going to get some extra trade. Oh my goodness, we're going to pick up a Firebomb off the row here. Yeah, we're digging that. That Firebomb is really going to help pull us hopefully back into the game. We're going to start working scraps. Like I said, just hope they don't get a lot of their discards together. Double Orc Grunt, or no, Kron and Orc Grunt, but still double draw off of that. So they get 7 damage, 9 points of champions, and they got their hand refilled. Zero discards though. 0 discards. That is huge for us. Got that gold. Only got 1 in the discard. All right, let's do this. Scrap 1 there. Scrap 1 there. All right, we are going to scrap this gold down. There we go. We've got some combo damage going on here. All right, so we'll go ahead and get the damage here. Let's just go ahead and kill the champions first. Now we got to make our decision. Do we want to shoulder bash for more damage as we're racing, or grab Rayla? I'm grabbing Rayla for the card draw. If I can get these 2, that's going to card draw just like he did with his champions. I'm going to roll with that. Flip a Death Touch, that's okay. That is perfectly fine. There's 1 discard. This is where discards start hurting, because if he hits us with more than 1, we're going to have to like start choosing good cards over just ditching gold. But I mean, we've got a Kristoff, an Elven Curse, and a Firebomb in this hand. And if we discard 2, pretty good hand. All right, he's got enough to kill all our champions without any issue. Please scrap the wolf form. I want him to scrap the wolf form. He does not. So we'll discard that gold. All right, so we'll Firebomb. Unfortunately, doesn't have any chance. Oh, Command and Kristoff. Yeah, buddy. Digging that. Get that command going. Get that Kristoff going. We will go ahead and draw out the Kristoff. Okay, so now we can potentially buy something before we flip our deck. Got 2, 3, 4, 5. That can get us up to 5. There's honestly nothing here I want for 5 though. I could say grab that Death Touch, but it's basically 4 damage. It takes up a spot at this point. I'd rather get to these type of cards. I am going to... I'm just going to cycle the deck here. Roll that. We draw the gold. That's pretty funny. It is what it is. All right, let's go. Am I sitting here with lethal? I have lethal on hand and I've been sitting there putting around. Yeah, it doesn't just happen like stream games. So this is streamed. It also happens when you're actually playing someone. Something. Oh. That just happened. All right, so that is one of our games in the Tavern Brawl. Agency 13 has sent over a challenge with his level 12 Ranger. We will go ahead and accept that challenge. Thank you for sending that, Tim. And what do I want to get whipped up? I feel like I'm so rusty. I have not been grinding as much since I've been so busy. Let's mess around with the new wizard upgrades, and it's the closest level I have to yours. So I want to make sure that you can play as much of your high level stuff as you can. So let's go ahead and get this going here. We're playing against Taylor Swift. Swift tracking. Oh, this is kind of cool. All right, so this is where I was talking about. So this has been upgraded to now where you only need 10 health to be able to activate it. Gain 2 damage or 3 life when you activate it if you have 2 actions out. So I really dig that. I'm going to activate that. I'm going to gain the 3 life. Excuse me. I'm going to try to stay alive as long as I can. So here is where it's kind of interesting. As much as I want to go actions. Yep, the 3 from the 2. That's kind of what I was talking about before. So that makes it even a little bit better. I still think the Runic Robes is really hard to pass up, but I wanted to try the Spellcaster Gloves now that they're much more potentially same. So here's where we're going to get a little risky. We know we're probably looking at this Death Touch. We've got 2. So we're going to gain 3 life and draw a card. Hopefully we draw a gold. We draw a gold and we get a Death Touch. So we'll pass that over. That's something I've talked about quite a bit before with my wizard play, is if I can get to that point where I've got an extra gold over what I think I'm going to want to purchase, I'll take that gamble sometimes to draw the card because I want to gain the life. I want to cycle through my deck faster, and then potentially putting myself into the place where I'm going to go ahead and be able to still purchase that card. And now instead of having that wasted gold, I've now drawn a card out of my deck. I've gained life. I'm pretty sure Tim just played his entire deck. I don't know if I saw that correctly. Okay. Played Ruby. Used Track. Played a Bow. I don't even know. Yeah, it looked like you played your entire deck. That's crazy. That's the stuff where I look at it like, okay. So let's take a look here what we want to do. Oh, there's a Firebomb that we can't remember what we can do. So let's take a look here. We did buy that Death Touch. So we're going to grab that Rayla. We get a taxation for free, so we will. We liked. Oh, and we can get another Death Touch. So we're going to scrap ourselves out, but I don't know how much it's going to help us. We'll see. So here's an example. Like I've got the Fire Staff here, which will let me draw if I play 2 actions. I don't have a single other action in my hand. I don't have any actions in my hand. I don't. So we'll take a look at that ability to see what that high level track ability does, because he is playing like 8 cards a turn minimum. That's pretty good. So plays his entire deck, does double-digit damage, and can still purchase things. Pretty good. So we've got Flawless Track. Look at the top 5 cards. Put 3 into your discard and the rest back into your order. So yeah, it sets up your deck, but you're not gaining any cards to your hand. But because his cards, so many of them draw cards, this draws a card and puts an arrow back in your hand. This draws a card, and if you have a bow, you get one. And then the bow, if you have that out with the black arrows, you draw cards. So his whole deck like works around drawing cards. So it does like a lot of little effects, but it does a lot of them, which add up fast. So pretty good. All right, let's take a look here what we want to do. We are looking at, first of all, we're losing. So we didn't get either of our scrappers early now. Hopefully we'll get one next hand. I don't have enough to get to Liss. Probably honestly just eyeing up that Death Cultist, get a little defense out there. That also works with my cult cards. Let's go ahead and gain some life. There we go. And oh, I'm not going to be able to. That's fine. I would rather scrap than buy that. Well, actually, no, because now I can draw a card. Let's pay attention to what's going on here. There we go. We've got 2 actions. So now we're going to draw with the Fire Staff. Top left guy in the house. Dustin Klingman representing. We're going to gain some life to try to stay in this here. And unfortunately, the cat is the only thing I'll be able to sacrifice. And adios, kitty. You had to take one for the team. Sorry. That had to be done. I like the cat. I'll leave it in there as long as possible, but if it's the only thing there to scrap, probably gonna get scrapped. It does any of the 3 effects, but it only does 1, and I would rather get to something else that I've purchased. Watching the Game Awards run. Is that the Video Game Awards? Is that what you're referring to? I know you're certainly not talking about the award of Thursday Night Football. Now 29-0. Fantastic. It's the battle of the 2 teams that couldn't actually beat the Lions. Gotcha. All right, so now we're in a bad spot. So we are going to pop our fireball. So this level of fireball, the way I've got it built up, it does 5 damage to them and all their champions. They reveal their hand, and they discard all champions with 5 or less, and they can't acquire champions from the row next turn. It slices and dices at Julian's fries. I didn't get a single champion out of his hand, but you know, sometimes that's what you have to work with. So we get some good stuff here, though. So we can get lists. We don't need lists though. We've got 2 scrappers and Rayla already. I'm eyeing up Borg. Borg's a little bit bigger, does a little bit more damage. Gonna get us that defense. We're gonna go with him. And we reveal our rally of the troops. That's unfortunate. So let's go ahead and pop this over here. And see what we can do. So we're hanging in there. We're keeping it kind of close. He took 2 cultists. Interesting. I guess that kind of goes like what I was saying before. It looked like he's doing a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of little stuff. Again, it adds up though. But if he, you know, only has a couple trade a turn and things like that he's working with, he's going to buy the things he can off the row because he can draw and play so many cards each turn. So that would be incentive to get useful things in there, plop them out there. Again, every time he puts those cards out there, they get in my way. Got to deal with them. We'll see how this works out. But he must have some tough decisions. Yeah, digging through 5 cards in your deck every time. Pretty good. I suppose, yes, he had that very early dark energy. I forgot about that. So that he definitely wants those death cultists. Especially if he's able to cycle through his deck like this so fast. Why would you not? So we're going to try to do something here. We're almost dead. So Silver Skull is going to get us some trade and get us a card draw. That's really unfortunate. I couldn't pair that up. You know what? We're going to try since I can't get to Firebomb. I can still draw and get Rally if I need to. So we'll do that. Oh, didn't happen. So we will grab Rally the troops there. And we will take out the guard. Damage 31-31. Tight game, but now I'm getting how do I get a draw like that when I'm actually scrapping too? That's interesting. So yeah, he's had no problem clearing out my row. Okay, so he's able to pop my guard out right away. And how many cards does he have in his hand? 6, 7. He had 8 cards. Wow. Interesting. Yep, there's the card drawing. Steelers might score. Watch out. They're like the 3-yard line. Do you think they will throw to Deontay Johnson and get me some points as I'm getting into fantasy football playoff area? Probably not. All right, so we only got the 1 action. We could draw. Oh, actually, these are both actions. Okay, so we definitely want to draw because we want to activate the robes. Question is, where do we want to scrap out? I'm thinking components and the gold here are probably going to be our options. Yeah, we'll do that. Grab that as well. I don't know. Are we playing this week, Matt? We probably are. So I don't have enough to take his guys out. I can take out both of those guys. Oh, I do. I have just enough to take his guys out. Heal myself for 3. But now I'm at 20 and I have no blockers. And that's not a great draw. I didn't get anything that draws or heals. I activated Rayla once with 2 death touches at her in hand. The deck. Deontay Johnson? Not Deontay Johnson. I also have TJ Watt, who apparently went down again. So in my one league where I have individual defensive players, which I don't advise, it's a real pain in the butt. All right, let's see if Tim can put it together. He's playing with a lowly, probably only 9 cards this turn. Very pedestrian number there. Does the extra damage to knock me below the 10. Good job. All right, there we go. We at least made it look like a game. And that should probably do it. Oh my goodness, we finally paired up taxation with Rally the Troops at the end of the game. It doesn't matter. We are effectively at 13. There's 9. What does this do anyway? His cloak, I'll take a look at it. I'll try to take a look at it. Stop. Deal 5 or more damage. I can't even see this card does. Keep playing cards. Anyways, good game. That was a educational. See what a ridiculously built level 12 ranger can do. Some say close. Some say no. Yeah, it was decent there at the end. Like I said, we kept it competitive, but you were able to pull away at the end there. And yeah, I think that start, like I said, I think you literally went through every card in your deck. That's kind of crazy. All right, so we've got another challenge here from Double Dubs. I'll hop in here. If anyone wants to send a challenge, feel free. I'm just going to play a turn or 2 in here, but I'll definitely take a challenge over that. Since I did play one here with him already. We are best 2 out of 3 in this brawl thing. Tim, am I playing your group this week? I don't think I am. Big Wimpa, that's from before. Yeah, that Ranger build. That is what is this? Oh, did I accidentally accept as wizard? Whoops. If I concede 2, he'll get XP. All right, so I just got sent a new game. I'm an idiot because we have to use specific characters for this. Is it just that? Just Double Dubs? I'm an idiot. All right, let me make a rhythm room. I'm just going to post in here real quick. All right, that's going to be annoying too because, well, I guess we can play like 1 turn at a time and like slowly go through it. Because right now the way this is working, we're only using these characters for this challenge, and then yeah, so that way, because it'll affect the XP if we finish that game. So if we each just take like 1 turn at a time, we could drag the game out. for the 50 turns or whatever, and only take 1 turn every other day. Yeah, that should be fine. Work it out. Okay, so here's my fighter. I've got the spike pauldrons, which I really like. I have the knockback built out to defending a champion. Take a look here. What's under this game? Oh yeah, we have lots of Imperial for some. Pretty odd. Got 6, so yeah, I'm looking at smash and grab, and I'm not really looking anywhere else. Yeah, let's go fire gem it up. Oh, so Tim is indicating if I concede right now. I hope you're right, because I'm going to do it. Everyone not concede. No XP. I got a penalty of 80. I wonder if there's a way to see if he got XP. Wait, he's gonna get a penalty? I hope not, because then he would lose the XP from the last game. Why did you say that? Why? Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's actually saying the same thing. All right, let me see what he got. Oh, so you're saying he gets 0, so he won't lose XP. Okay. Okay, perfect. Never mind. I thought you were indicating that he was going to lose XP, like from his total XP. All right, we're good there. Okay, let's do this here. We're rocking. Again, professional streamer. Okay, so we've got the fighter going first with 2, and there's an intimidation out there. Like a good turn 1 purchase to me. Okay, what happened to my like upbeat Miami Vice music? What happened here? Okay, let's go over here. Let's check this one out. See what this mix is. All right, so apparently he's maybe is not playing real time now. Well, he was just responding on Discord. Oh. All right, cool. Gives normal XP, then a penalty of like 10% each. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotcha. And that makes sense. Okay, so he is playing now. So he had 5 and he's able to get proud. That's not good for us, especially if we're able to get that intimidation. So we've got some options here. We have 5 as well. We have Rot and we have Elven Curse. We are going Elven Curse, though I would love to have Rot. Here's where I should take Fire Gem. I should take Fire Gem or Profit to get some trade in the deck, because there's things like Rock Storm Giant out there. What does he got? He's gonna have 3, so he's gonna get Rot. Profit with the chance of comboing with Intimidation is good, but I will never be able to scrap it out of my deck. That's the only issue I have with it. It is deck 1. I'm gonna risk it also because I could get rewarded with flipping over a Spark or a War Mage. So I can't get that anyways. Okay. Oh, hang on. I don't like how it won't attack guards if you hit that. Like if there's no guards out there, they'll just automatically attack the opponent when you hit that button. But if there's guards out there, it won't do anything. So he does take the Rot as we suspected. Ooh, do we see what I see? What is up, Frank? Thanks for stopping in. Daddy sees a Kron the Berserker there. Oh, and there's a Spark Form, unfortunately, but that is what it is. We'll grab that Kron the Berserker all day. Twice on Thursday. All right, so if he is playing real time, let's play this game out here real quick. There goes that Spark, unfortunately. He's only got 3 now, though. Borg flips over. If I can get up to Borg, that'll make that that profit purchase a little more enticing than as well. Getting a champion out there, potential sale. I might grab Street Thug now. Nope, there goes Street Thug. Oh. I'm going to cycle my deck. It's still early. Zerker! Did you just say making? There we go. Okay, so we did take the trade card bribe. There is a Storm Titan out here. There's a Borg Mercenary. Now there's a Domination. Our opponent has almost no additional trade. So that is potentially setting us up for a chance of getting there. Buy one of those. He does buy a Fire Gem. All right, so let's go ahead and get this out here. We can take out their person. War Mage is pretty saucy. It doesn't combo myself, but it doesn't need to. It just does its own thing. I don't really want to buy 2 Fire Gems either. Even though I do want to get to 7 and 8. I'm going to grab the War Mage. I'm going to run it. I flip over a Prophet, which he's probably not going to be interested in. Yeah, Darien, it is. I had it built up more in my head before I started playing when I saw it. And I'm like, oh, it's like a star marker you can use every turn. And then I played in here and it's like, it's okay. But I think in a fighter... Oh, Deontay Johnson. Are you going to get it? Not. But there's a flag there, so we'll see what happens. So anyways, I think I just had it built up more in my head than anything. So what do we got for trade here? Got 7. That's looking like a Domination. I can't kill both those guys anyways. We'll grab the Domination. I don't... Yeah, it's not going to do anything for me right now at all because I'm not getting damage generally. So I will actually hold off on that for the moment. I don't want to... Oh, I can make him draw this again. Instead of letting it sit out on this card, he doesn't. Well, I don't know. I will. At least I'm going to make him draw it again. So it's kind of like, you know, putting something back. Najee Harris with another touchdown. No Deontay Johnson. Steelers just scored twice here. We're into the 4th quarter now. They're making a game out of this. All right. Spark is hitting me. Rot's hitting me. Got an axe flying all over. Able to pick up Hit Job, and that's not good. So now his deck is starting to put some things together. Yeah, pitching to gold here doesn't seem to be anything too bad. I buy the other Profit now that we're down to 33. I don't think so. Let's go ahead and unfortunately I'm going to bury those guys because I played this in the wrong order. Well, I'm just going to bury Intimidation. Yeah, that's only because he's already going to be out there. That is what it is. All right, so we will gain 3 or gain 4, do 3. I know you're supposed to do damage to win the game, but man, I really want to kind of stick around longer. But I think we'll do the damage. Whatever. I can hear Ambrose in the back of my head right now. Damage wins. Damage, don't gain life. Me and him have had many conversations about that, and our thoughts usually, like I said, mostly around my wizard build, where I would set up where I'm trying to gain life, or my old wizard build, I should say, trying to gain life as much as I can, extend the game out, and then try to blow them out of the water. This is not good. We're not getting this trade stuff to work together the way we want it to. And now they've got good things going on here. Grab the street thug, see what flips over, grab this cultist. Yeah, there we go. Got 7 trade again. Unfortunately, it's not 8. But if we can get Borg, if he happens to grab Borg, I will take Kraka. I got no issue with that. I think Kraka's kind of underrated. Granted, there's some 6s that are just so much better. Oh, and not. He is going to get Master Wayne, most likely. Wow, I'm taking a beating. I'm not going to live through this. I am not going to be able to buy because I need to kill his... Well, I don't really need to kill Shield Bearer. I don't need to kill Shield Bearer more than I need to take Borg. I guess I'll put it that way. But we're on the down slope here. All right, that's pretty good. Domination with Darien Warmage. Pretty good. This might be a turn where I try to gain 8. This is, of course, assuming I live this turn. I'm down. 5 more damage? Nope, doesn't have it. We're hurting. We had to discard 2 cards. Jeez. I mean, it's longsword. I don't want to get rid of my guards. My only guard, I guess I should say. Oh, this sucks. There's no way, there's no if and around it. So he's got... I'm not going to get hit with another discard. Yeah. I really wanted to honestly do Darien Domination. I gained 14 life. I think I'm honestly getting rid of Elven Curse here. Yeah, that stinks. Yeah, that's definitely what I wanted to do. Okay, that kind of helps out. I mean, we're getting, I guess those don't really combo at all, but let's go ahead and gain that. Yeah, we're gaining life. That's just, I have to try to stay in it. And then kill this guy. Does have a Prophet, which is going to combo off the Street Thug. I'd rather kill the Lord Weaver because it gives him 2 trade, but it is what it is. We'll get there. Yeah, we're in a tough spot here, kids. So hopefully one of these guys lives, so at least I can get the damage bonus off Prophet. A little bit better about that purchase. Now I want to go see what me and Matt's fantasy score is. Do we have any players playing today? I don't think we do. Oh, Matt does. Oh, we both do. Let me guess. Matt's got Najee Harris. Sure he does. The only guy that's scoring points for the other team. And I've got Deontay Johnson, who's supposed to be one of the best wide receivers. He's doing nothing. Dang it. All right, let's play all that action out there. Oh, that's good. That's not too bad. All right, so we know that we're now hanging on by a thread. Let's go ahead and got 2 greens and they both faction. I gotta take this out. It reduces his options of getting them to combo. Fortunately, none of these, I got 1 guard, so I'm technically at 24 right now. This isn't terrible. I could possibly get that life drain to the top of the deck. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, you need to stop having Najee score. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Come again. That looks like Deontay Harris. He had one at in the end zone, but I think he got interfered with or something. All right, so he's taking out almost all my champions. I got discard 1. I need 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get rid of a gold without issue, so that's a good thing. We'll put an action to the top of the deck. We'll grab that life drain. All right, so now we've got 24 life again. That'll get us a draw. We're kind of living off the draw. So he's got 3. So if he doesn't have 9 damage, though, Kron will stay out there. And then that'll give us a much better shot of getting through. Now, he does have a guard out there also, which is unfortunate. Oh. All right, never mind. I thought we had a chance this game, but that just went right out the window. That went right out the window. We're not buying anything here. We're just shuffling up and drawing, living on. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So we'll see what happens here. Nothing even worth taking off that row. Let's get damage. I can take it. Unfortunately have to take out a street thug. That's 2 damage. Plus potentially, oh, he had hit job there, which doesn't really matter. Okay, what's he got? 11 damage. Oh, he can't kill me this turn at least. He could have killed me if I didn't take out the street thug. Would have had 13 even. Oh no, he's got his ability. Got 2 trade. Yep, that's game. So we're gonna move on to game 3. Yep. Go ahead and send him a new challenge. I want to play this out if he's playing. All right, let's get this one out of here, and then we will head over to Star Rounds. I've lost. All right. There we go. Let's rumble it out. 1 game apiece, and that was a very tight game. All right, we've got these 2. So my heart tells me you take Fire Gem here. No, I'm sorry. My brain tells me you take Fire Gem here. My heart tells me to take Recruit and get that life gain. I'll take the Fire Gem. Now we gotta pray you would take Recruit. Yeah, I'm always torn on that decision. He did get Darien. Gonna get an Elven Curse because I'm not gonna pass up command ever. Yeah, it's a tough choice for me. Like, I want to keep the deck as streamlined as possible, and getting that Fire Gem and being able to get rid of it as fast as I need to takes Recruit. Okay, so he's going life gain. He has made that very clear. Oh, he did leave us an Elven Curse. Okay, the damage. Don't do that. Okay, so we are potentially getting, at minimum, Smash and Grab or Kron the Berserker. Smash and Grab. So. And James Washington with the touchdown, not Deontay Johnson. Record. He takes Kron. Okay, that makes our decision a little bit easier. But now he's also going to get Master Wayne. His deck is definitely looking better than mine. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, we have a lot more trade than I wasn't counting the trade from the command. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now I mean, we have to take Grok. That's not really a choice. Now I almost say take the profit because we need to get some trade, and there's lots of here. I could get rid of the Fire Gem now. We're gonna keep it around for another spin. Try to get another purchase out of it. So unfortunately, we did not get our Elven Curse to pair up with Grok yet. We might on the ability. If we do, that'd be pretty good. Alright, so let's get Grok going. Choose his ability. What should I do? Well, we might still. If the axe gets us. It's not meant to happen. Okay, so now we have another opportunity at a recruit or Wolf Shaman to go with our Grok, to go with our Elven Curse. But the Elven Curse will at least go with our command, and we have multiple champions. That's some life. I don't know if I necessarily want to give him another recruit, especially that he's going with these guys. We're gonna grab that. Kill the War Mage. All right, let's see what happens here. So this is a pretty solid hand. We've got 7 trade in hand. That smash and grab is still sitting out there. Pray it is still out there. Perfect. Did he grab? Good job. All right. So, and we've got Croc online with Elven Curse. All sorts of good stuff on here. Grab that smash and grab. I love it. Our discard. Okay. And now we can cycle another one. So now we're just basically getting through another card in our deck. I'm tempted to go Wolf Shaman now, but I'm going to start getting some of this, especially Rot. Because it does 4 damage alone. Do I go to Fire Gem now? I'm gonna go to Fire Gem now. I've got Command, I've got Prophet, I've got Ruby. So let's try to get, that's basically scrapping one now out of the next cycle. Flipped over a Spark, unfortunately. I want to see that Spark on our side, not on their side. All right, so he's got Kron out there. Let's grab the Spark. So it's double duty. So it works for his deck and it hurts mine. By taking it away from me and, of course, playing it against me. All right, let's see what he's got going on here. Master Wayan doing his thing. We got Recruit with 1 champion out. I mean, it is better than nothing. All right, so it's going to play that. We've got 3 trade. I can't get through his... Oh, we've got actually more trade than that. So... I could actually... Yeah, let's kill Master Wayne. We can do that. Do that. And we can still take the Wolf Shaman, I think. Yeah, we'll still take that Wolf Shaman. Oh, and we get a Spark. Then we flip them an Elven Curse. Like, it hurts to do it, it hurts to not. And, well, at least now we're going to smash and grab him. We're going to put Grok on top with a good hand for cycling. That's all right. Got a 25-point health lead. See where Leroy Jenkins does. Grabs that curse. Arcus shows up to the party. Says, what up, yo? I draw cards. I could gain you life. All right, so let's make sure we do this right. First things first. Rot. Get rid of a gold. Smash and grab. Putting Rock on top. And then we'll just play out our cards here. I don't think we're buying anything here. Let's just go ahead and do some damage. Let's take his guys out. Let's keep the pressure on him. Yep, we're not buying that taxation. That's okay. Like I said, this is a good one here. Oh my goodness, the Vikings just scored again. They're actually looking like they can do something. Or both the defenses are just too tired and worn down. All right, so we've got at least 2 draws there, plus command throw next. Okay, so we're going to be cycling our deck here as well. So that's pretty good. We got discarded gold. Fortunately, we want as much gold as we can. Maybe try to buy something. Okay, so let's get command. So the axe is going to cycle the deck. Do we want to buy that Rayla? I'm thinking about it. I think I will. Let's do it up. Okay, now let's get the throwing axe draw here. And of course, now we draw the rod, unfortunately. Let's hope we don't draw something more than a gold and we draw cruise. So I'm thinking we're gonna the rod. This is gonna get us 3 life. Gonna get us 3 trade. And then the trade we can then use for the shoulder bash. So we're making up some of that difference. Okay. So we're looking at that net differential. So this way instead, now we're gonna actually, I'm sorry, we're getting 4 life and 2 damage versus 4 damage. So to me, that's a better deal. Perfect. Yep, we don't want any of that. So this is getting a little more set up. If they kill Grok now, we're gonna put Grok right back on top. I wish I had another cult card to combo with Rayla to draw. I don't. But I've got some good damage here. I think that's potentially lethal damage. Oh, this is where I can set something up here. Okay, so we can smash and grab Elven Curse, rock, discard a longsword. Yeah, so we got that. Plenty more to do over. So that was good stuff. All right, and then that levels us up. All right, let me just report that real quick. And then let me my team. Okay, so we're out of there. And now we are also out of... Oh, we get to upgrade that. Perfect. So I think when we play, I don't know if we're all still playing at level 1s or whatever, and how it's going to... Let's jump out of there. Let's play some Star Realms. What do you guys say? Heard of that game? Just picked it up off Steam. I saw it was on sale. Thought I'd just try it out. What this game's all about. Oh, we got to move our face on this one here. At the cutter with the challenge. Let me get this turned in here with Yarbs real quick. Yarbs and I are playing in Dion Lunsford's tournament with Commanders. We're in the losers bracket. Well, even though I'm there, I just took out Dion's girlfriend or fiance, and he didn't kick me out of the tournament immediately, so that's a bonus. Pretty happy about that. All right, let's take that base out. Anything? Yes, I'm playing against Yoakum. So many Yoakum decks, it cracks me up because I mean, if you can build it up, all right, let me jump out of there. Lex Neville, there we go, the Cutter. The Cutter has sent us 4 sets, Stellar Allies, Base Command, Assault Fleets, and Tech. I like the Tech. I like playing with the Tech. I think it's cool. I like the whole mechanic of it. You know, it can get a little weird with the effect for me that I don't necessarily dig that you can't get rid of Tech yet. I might like it a little bit more when you have that option. but I like it a lot now. So that's, you know, saying something. So Matt goes with a Pack Pod turn 1, pretty strong play. Pack Pod is quickly becoming one of my favorite 2-cost ships in the game. All right, so we got a Spike Pod. I wonder if Matt will be tempted to take that trade wheel if we leave it. I don't hate the trade wheel, especially if he's, you know, if I had a Pack Pod. If I take it, I'm going to get odd trade. I was hoping something else would pop over. I could go double explore, but I'm just going to grab the trade wheel. And of course, I flip him a cutter. Oops, where am I going? I'm so used to hitting that button. Cutter conspiracy. Hashtag. All right, so Matt's going to buy a cutter. And then what else is he going to get here? Explorer. All right, so we'll grab that blob wheel. And we're going to see what we can do with this. Does Matt go Alliance Transport? Sure. I mean, he's got a cutter. He has a Pack Pod. He's got 3 trade cards now that are going to do some comboing. But we've got a Spike Pod here, which is going to get rid of these fun cards. I can't have them. Fortunately, we flipped over a blob carrier, which we're not happy about. We will grab the Explorer and pass turn. Look at that, already comboing. And my goodness. And then Explorer for the damage to kill my blob wheel. All right, so this game is over. OV. Yar. Well, at least he's not buying Obliterator this turn. We'll see if Matt does buy Obliterator this game. After failing to buy it last night, I guess we'll get rid of it. Take out the Temptation. Let's get rid of those 2. This is just a really odd trade row. Scrapper, I guess. There we go. Patrol bot, not too shabby. He gets a battle pod out of the deal, is what it is. Let's take that back world. Cannot combo for a free ship purchase. Grab that battle pod. Grab that Corvette. I think we're going to streamline this here, boys. Go for it. We're going to try to race. That hurts. 4 life. 5 trade off these 2 cards. So Matt's going discard route. So I just want to make sure I point this out. He has a blob carrier. He has a Pack Pod. And he has a mech world. And he leaves the hive out. I mean, hey, you do you. Yes, maybe we value the hive differently. But for me, it's a blob base that does damage and draws a card. And you have a blob carrier that you want to have active as much as possible. I'll be taking hive in that situation. Going all bases. Going all yellow bases. Let's see what happens here. It's fishing. Not going to buy that now because now he's in trouble. All right, so we're in trouble. Tractor beam. So we've talked about that card quite a bit. And it is. Fortunately, we're not going to. And we flip on another cutter. Not that it matters at this point in the game. Wow, look at that. That is a pretty hot. The tractor beam with all his bases he just picked up is going to be insane. All right, take that guy there. Now we're gonna get smashed. Pop the raid out, put it back out. For damage, another discard. It's, yeah, this game has definitely been one where downhill fast. All right, so only because we're doing a little bit of the bases, and of course we flip them a pack warship. Oh my goodness, and we couldn't obviously get through it. So yeah, this game here, if I were in the queue, we would have conceded this already, because this is going to be painful. Sure, why not? Congratulations. Start 4. Yay! Get this draw. Pat Freiermuth, not Deontay Johnson with the touchdown, but Pat Freiermuth. There we go. That was a well fought game. Oh, now we get the defense spot with the bases to back it up. That's hilarious. Great game, Matt. That was a tight one. That was really close. I felt like that was a pretty good battle that either one of us had a shot at. Oh, Deontay Johnson with a 2-point conversion at least. Like that. Ooh, now it's my turn to have the pack pod. Look at all this sauce here. Because I certainly can't leave pack pod and alliance transport there. That would be crazy. Version. Yeah. See if that puts me even remotely close. So now Matt's only beating me 33-13. Granted, I only have one player. I guess, I mean, 13 points on it's not terrible. It's not what you want. Like a number 1 wide receiver. Alliance Transport Battle Pod. That's definitely what I would do there. Don't give me that good game. Don't even give me that. Game was crap. Good game. As always, this game is very fickle. Sometimes, like I said, when it starts going downhill, it can go downhill fast, and I don't know, sometimes not. All right, so Matt went Battle Station early. Maybe he wants to hold off some of my Blob Destroyer damage. Maybe he wants to stay alive a little bit longer, or he wants to scrap out these bases. I don't know. All right, so Missile Bot. I'm gonna grab Laser now. Probably could have used an Explorer, but see what we get here. There goes. I knew that pack warship was gonna last more than 2 seconds. It was either gonna be purchased or it was gonna be scrapped. Ooh, Battle Station number 2. That says, give me that. I'll grab that supply bot. I'll take another pack pod. Now the question is, will they ever see each other? And we can already see the answer to that is no. 2 pack pods see each other. 6 trade and 10 damage. 10 is huge. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, so we've got some options here. I dare leave Matt Battle Blob because I'm going to take Blob Carrier. If I leave Blob Carrier, I have 3 Blob cards on my deck and I have 2 Scrappers. Because of that, I'm going to take Blob Carrier. And we'll see if I live to 5 trade again. Like, seriously. Oh, there's a Stellar. Oh, that's not. I thought that was the Stealth. We will still grab this. And got exactly 5 here. So we'll leave that. Do I grab Trade Pod if I got 2 Scrappers? Okay. And that first battle station is still holding strong. He's probably got his second one by now. I imagine he's strong second one. Let's see. Maybe not. He does not. Interesting. All right, so I'm actually going to scrap out my other Viper here. I just want maximum purchasing power. I mean, these bases are still out here. They are sexy. Want them in our deck. All right, so turn. See what Matt can do about this. So Matt drops 2 bases. We're gonna blow those out of the water, and we're gonna get a good purchase. So Matt does have a lot of damage coming up. We are going to 7, so we're gonna buy the Unity Station. Oh, there's Stealth Needle. I was gonna get rid of one of these, but we'll kill Stealth Needle instead. We can't purchase it, and we know for sure Matt. Oh, Tractor Beam. So now Matt's gonna have to decide if he wants to purchase that away from me, or yep, there it goes. Because for his bases, to do anything. But if I were to get my hands on it and reuse it twice, it's huge. Plus, as we've talked about before, being able to okay, I see what's going to go on there. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. The damage. Being able to even just take a base out of your way when you're going for lethal at the end of the game can be pretty good. Discard, that's all right. We'll deal with that. Discard 2. Still not a big deal. Okay. So Matt is going to gate lock basically what's going on here. So what we can do is decide if we want to cycle the deck here or not. If I use Stellar Link, it's going to cycle the deck. We are not going to do that. I miscounted. I thought I had more there where we cycled it. Do I want to grab anything here? Another supply bot and just really race? I think I might. This is such a bad decision. I don't recommend doing that. I don't think that was a choice. But I'm going to do it just to ensure like maximum scrappage. If for some reason I make it through this deck cycle, we can try to do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get double scrappage going on here and buy this back warship and kill his base. He's down to 12. Okay, so potentially we've got the kill in if it ends up that way by the time we're done. Tight game. So that should do her. Guard that's go. And there we go. Tight one. So the challenge is 1-1. There. We've been going pretty even recently. Me and Matt were talking. I think on his stream, I've been getting him lately, and on my stream, he's been. Maybe it's the pressure on whoever is streaming. Yeah, good game. That one was very tight. Definitely down to one hand there. I still, that supply bot purchase, I don't think it's a good idea. Double Viper, but there's not anything too hot out there early to purchase, so that's not the worst thing. There's some good bases out there though. Embassy Yacht, Poor Man's Cutter, what I like to call that. 2 minutes left. The Vikings are up by 8 and they have the ball. And Steelers have no timeouts. Oh, they just punted it down. Okay, so the Steelers have the ball. They have it on like the 2. Okay, sorry, I'm not paying attention. Look at them. All right, Stealth is out there. Stealth is pretty good. He's gonna have 4. We could buy Stealth, but probably nothing else. I kind of want to buy the defense center, but honestly, I want to get some trade. And I know he can't buy any of these bases this turn. But we're going to double explore it up. Interesting. Yep, he's gonna buy explorers. That's what I thought he probably was going to. Okay, so now we'll buy the defense center. Flip a Unity fighter. That happened. All right, so Matt walks in too. Grab that Unity fighter. Follows it up with Spike Pod. And there goes the Stealth. And another Spike Pod. But he can't get that one. We will grab that one. Wow, just flipping all the big dogs. All the biggins. And I have a feeling all the biggins are going to get scrapped here very shortly. Oh, Matt, you're into the trade. There it is. Well, you see, flip me one that I can buy. Feel like that. We're going to try to stick around a little bit here. I'm going to gain some life. Ooh. I see some big cards that are going to get scrapped out here. Wow, what a catch by Claypool. That was crazy. All right, I don't know what I missed there. That's okay. Well, we've got a Dreadnought out here, so we'll pick that up. Question is, now do we keep Explorers? Oh, it should have damage there too. Oh well, I'm going to keep them. At least one more run through because we really have nothing else in our deck. And we need to put out. That Matt seems to be hitting non-stop against me. We like Assault Pod with what we've got going on now. Okay, so we're going to get rid of Star Fortress and Union Monster. Opakata. 2 damage. All right, let's see what we get here. Make something happen. Pushing it back. Ooh. Up Citadel. Citadel goes bye-bye. Not surprised at that. What is with all these? Did you put in like all the big bases, shuffle them to the top of the deck? This is crazy. We've had like almost all. I mean, we're missing like Brainwell. Now that I said that, it'll show up. Got this guy first. Bob fighter. Not necessarily really Bob. Grab the trade hive over it. All right, Big Ben. Throw that to Deontay Johnson and no one else. Deontay Johnson or bust. All right, there goes the lookout point. It's unfortunate. There goes the Needle Lancer, which we would love to have had. But at least we can take out his base this turn. That's a good thing. All right, so now that we've got that base, we've got the assault pod. We'll grab that blob fighter. We'll grab the pod. Rid of that guy. And that's unfortunately it. There you go. Spends 2 trade to make me discard because there's nothing worth buying out there. So that is a good pay. All right, let's get some action going on here. Let's clear some action on the pro here. All right, we can get our grubby little mitts on that Union Stronghold, which is where the deck is going at the moment. Wow, we're stomped here. How did that happen already? We talked about that last night on his stream, and we talked about that on my stream as well. Like, you're just playing, and all of a sudden you're like, what happened? All right, let's see what happened here. What will happen? Will the barter world stay alive is the question. It will not. It's going to cost him a lot of stuff to be able to kill it, but definitely worthwhile doing so. All right, let's get that trade hive. Let's get that going. I think where that's all going. Unfortunately, nothing worth buying there. Yeah, nothing worth buying. We gain the life this time. Mix it up. Worth it either way. Got the 6. Taking no. The hesitation. He's slow playing it. Come on, dude. Like, what you doing? What you doing slow playing that? Alright, we'll grab that construction hauler over the Union Station. I'm thinking we might need that life gain. In Unity Stations. Scrap, we don't actually have scrap. On my bases. Oh, with the. That's not a consideration with what you got going on here. All that life? No way. No way. That's not even on the table. Talking silly, man. Where do you take that Unity Station? Alright, we'll kill those 2 guys. Alright, and we flip another cutter. And James Washington almost had it. Didn't. But still means there's another play for Deontay Johnson. All right, so this is a good hand for us. So I'm surprised he scrapped that to kill my trade hive. All right. Threat in the trade hive. There we go. This is a good hand. But I guess it does bury it. I'm not going to see it for a couple of hands here now. So there's something to be said about that. Let's grab that fighter base. There's a warp. Good. Probably want to scrap that out. Get rid of that tech because keep in mind the tech they can use right away to get that up there. We're going to scrap this battle pod actually. That's just too much. Easy to buy, does good damage, it scraps from the row. This is a phenomenal. Tim, thanks for stopping in. I so much appreciate it. And thank you for the challenge. And show me how ridiculously broken level 12 Ranger can be. Oh, it was kind of cool to see it in action. Thanks so much for stopping in. All right, so Matt is able to still sneak a Imperial Frigate in there. All right, so we're discarding one. Did leave this guy out here, which is nice. Considering we drew. Say we can flip over something good for us. Not really. Red wheels, not. Dang. No, we're actually gonna buy it. That spike pod yet? No, we'll keep it. Would put him below 20. But he's got life gain. The bad end of the deck, because I top decked all the good stuff. That Firemouth, and can't hang on to it in the end zone. And Matt's got the base wall successfully out. That's too bad for us. It really is. We look like we were doing good. He's got not a lot coming up, but again, he's got 2 outposts. He's got another outpost out there. We're gonna have to scrap our base to get through one. Oh, that's gonna kind of not be. We'll get rid of the post. All right, so let's see if we can survive here. And he gets the frigate linked up with it. Where's his scrap? 4, 5, 6. Okay, I guess he's. For some reason, it looked like he was scrapped out somehow. All right, so we'll get rid of the scouts there. We're gonna scrap one of those anyways. Scrap that guy, and we're not scrapping anything from the row. Doing so doesn't really help us. Let's do that. Let's gain life. Pass turn. Not great. Actually, it's not good at all either, because Trade Wheel and Union Stronghold don't do 6 damage, which is not ideal, because he's dropping down 6 defense outposts over and over. I can't get through that one, so that's going to give him time to drop down another one. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But I mean, we have a outpost out there. We can finally get to some of our cards that aren't starters, or like a base or 2 in starters. Maybe we can do something. We got good damage coming up here though. What's he holding in his hand? All right, slow roll in there. So the only nice thing here is at least going to be cycling his deck, and then we're going to put these bases on the bottom, so that's a good thing for us. I draw my Dreadnought, please, like, for the love of God, my goodness. Nope, you get starter. All right, grab guidance, grab a ram. Grab a troll bot, does damage. All right, so we can at least clear out his outpost, which is a good thing. And let's see if we can live a turn here. All right, so he's gonna kill both our bases, or no? He's got. I don't see here. Yeah. Unfortunately, we got to get rid of Spike Pod. That's okay because we need this to combo this action. Grab that guy. Grab that guy. That guy. We're barely hanging on. I do unfortunately need to waste damage on the Pop Wheel because he has an Embassy Yacht that could be online this turn. And again, knowing he had Flagship there, so there's a very good chance he could draw it. So much damage. Builds my trade hive instead of putting me at 12. It's interesting. Definitely could feel like he's in such a position of power that he can afford to do that. That's definitely a possibility. All right, let's go with this. Got that freighter. All right, so let's go ahead and knock him below 50. And see if we can live through this turn. We're technically at 22. Just those 6 defense outposts that he had out there, so many of them is what really put this game on its head. And the life gain here. I mean, you just gain 9 life. Pretty good. All right, let's do this. Play this guy. Let's play this guy. Let's draw a couple hot starters. We'll scrap that out of the row. That's all we can do. Pray for a good draw. Pray doesn't make us discard this entire hand. There's 2 of the outposts. Can he play 3 outposts? Maybe. There's the Embassy Yacht. Needs 13 damage. Does not. He unfortunately does have enough to kill my base. Would have been nice to have out. And we're not remotely in the realm of threatening him. So, do here. Scrap those bad boys out. Another kata. Battle mech. Pretty good. Okay. Kill. That's really all I mean, do we get rid of that to make him at least discard 2? I don't think it actually hurts him that much, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because I have no outpost, so I'm probably just dead this turn anyways. Yeah, well, I'm dead next turn then anyways. I drew 3 out of my 4 starters that are left in my deck of 18 cards. No, of 13. I drew 3 of the starters, yeah. Ridiculous. Good game, sir. Well played. I could not get through those bases fast enough. And then the deck did not want to. Ship went down. So as I mentioned, this seems to be like a recurring theme for Matt and I. He's getting me on my stream. I'm getting him on his stream. Just very weird. But yeah, it's odd that at least neither one of us really has a streak going against each other right now, though. So that's kind of cool. And even with that, so good to go there. Welcome to take any more challenges. If anyone wants to send one, I'm going to play this turn with Lex here. Lex sends me challenges basically nonstop, and I've been like noticing their play. I feel it's gotten better, taking more and more games for me than what they used to. Yeah. And so I noticing, myself having to make harder decisions in games. and definitely enjoy the matches that are going back and forth. A number of games with Lex that I've died within one hand. So those are always good when you know it's nice and tight like that. So I'm going to take a peek into, oh, I haven't looked at this shop here. I haven't looked at this in ages. Oil Patrol Cutter for 400. Hard pass. I mean, that's basically like, you know, $5 in credits. So Frank is throwing down the gauntlet. Says, you know what? You're fresh off that loss. Let's get in there. Very interesting. So Frank is throwing on the Frontier events, Heroes, Commandex, and Tech. I like it. I believe Frank has been sending random. I'm not sure. I am going to play as Newberg because I've been working on my Newberg play. So if you don't mind, I'm going to accept that as Newberg. And there we go. We'll get this game underway. Starting off with the recon event immediately. Frank's playing Yoakum. All right, so I'm glad I took at least a commander that I'm feeling confident with. But Yoakum with events is going to be ridiculous. What does he want to do? 6 trade with another card hiding out in his hand. Takes the infested. Can't argue with that. Okay, so we've got some choices here. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I am not going to pass up. I can't leave the Morris out there. I know it's gone next turn if I don't do it now. And of course I flip over an Imperial Flagship. Because why wouldn't you? Let's see what we got here. I still want to try to get something going here. I did not want to draw that Viper. Drawing that Viper does not help. There we go. So let's grab the Blob Miner, and then let's scrap out that Flagship, because, you know, Yoakum being Yoakum can just buy that Flagship any turn they want. We don't want them being able to do that. Say no. Sir, I say nay. What we want to say. I'm kind of digging this. We've got some good trade now here. I really would have liked to scrap that Viper. But that's not the case. The Newberg deck in general is pretty aggro-ish, but you do need to kind of keep on your toes. And it does buy the light cruiser. I was hoping not, but that's what I purchased. We've got to work around that. Yeah, 1, 2, 7 potential trade. Work with. Supply run. Remember supply run, I think that's the, oh yeah, the Explorer to the top, or a ship from your bottom to the top. I didn't see what he put on top. I got nothing. I will take an Explorer. He put on top. Vested Moon. Seems like a good choice. Okay, so we've got some choices here. I would like Light Cruiser. That seems like a good choice. So if I take Light Cruiser, that means I can't get Commodore or sure. I can't get Commodore for sure. So I'll get rid of Commodore Zing. But let's just remove this from the equation. That's tempting for me just to buy it and see what flips now with all this chaos. I'm gonna. I can't pass up Hive Lord in a small deck with events. For me, it's like I'm compelled to just patience rewarded. Literally for junk. I guess we'll take Spike. Oh, and he's gonna get a pick a Transit Nexus. That just doesn't seem fair. Oh no, I can scrap it. Okay. Oh no, I couldn't scrap before that happened. Okay. I don't feel so bad about it. There we go. Let's get some damage in there. And smack him up. Life gain, some damage. There we go. We've got some good purchasing power. We'd like that Transit Nexus back on our turn now. Or this would have been a good turn to have it hiding under Patience Rewarded. He's got to pick junk as well. Probably Plasma Bot or Orbital Station. I think those are like your legitimate contenders there at Orbital Station. You can't argue with that. I mean, I love this card just for anything. It gets you 3 and draws a card and scraps itself. So it's like one of those cards, like it's kind of cool. But we're gonna get snow tomorrow, a decent amount of snow. I just went and made sure Eagles are fueled up, snowblowers out, ready to go. Got some fresh gas for it. I don't think it's gonna be till like tomorrow night. Yeah, it's like tomorrow night. Not a big deal. I work from home ever since the pandemic started, so now it's not a big deal. I don't have to drive. And my son's school is literally like 5 blocks away. So it's not like that's a pain or anything either. But yeah, when you're driving, especially because I work in one city and I live in another, driving in that into the winter up here in the Northwest, not fun. Not bad. Potentially 4 to 8. Not fun. Matt, I bet you're happy to be done with the snow there. Now that you're back in the desert. All right, we're going to be hitting that discard off that light cruiser. It'd take a Frontier Runner, huh? Interesting. So Frontier Runner is something we were talking about, like in the Newberg deck, it's almost not too bad. Shovel Sunshine, very nice. Because you're at least gaining the life, and with Newberg, if you gain life, the first time you get life of the turn, you get 3 damage. So like if you play this card by itself, it's 2 trade, 2 life, and 3 damage. That's pretty good. Makes it a little more enticing to take, especially when other times you're like hemming and hawing. So I want to leave lots of purchasing ability out here. It's only damage I'm giving up. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, we can put a card on top, and we've got a Hive Lord to draw with. What's the other option? Explore. I think this time I'll take the Blob Miner to the top. So that way, if I decide I want more purchasing power, I have it available. I'm going to buy the Screecher. Ooh, can I get that? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll. Oh, apparently I selected done. All right, whatever. Exactly. It's kind of like Commander for Magic. Like you'll have people just play like bad cards you wouldn't normally play because they work in their command deck. Okay, I mean that Super Carrier. So now we're gonna scrap all that stuff and get it out of here. Nothing there we're too worried about. We've got enough to kill the base. Things are looking good. I think I'm getting a canine visitor here. Yes. Love to see. I gotta work in this room. I gotta turn it, make it a little more friendly, show them off. It's a good looking 75-pound lab mix. All right, let's see what's Frank working with here. Lots of yellow. Really? Lots of yellow, the moon, and the runner. Okay. When you're drawing 7 cards a turn, plus you have splinter cards that will let you cycle. Pretty good. And what's hiding there? An outland station, that's right. Working those shards. Work. All right, taking the base, flips over Burrower for us. We like that. Burrower. I think he's debating buying that builder bot or buying that frontier runner. Getting something back? Oh, to buy the burrower. Okay. All right. I guess I see that. Sure. I probably would have done the. Well, I guess it equates to saying it's like you do the farm ship and the pitcher thing, but then now at least you get a discard out of it too. So, we'll discard the ranger. Fine with that. We'll kill the plasma bot. Hartman. Yeah, all right. I'd rather have Hagen. Yeah, Hagen. We always want Hagen. It's Hagen. Good. Guidance is good. Stinger's good. Attack maneuver's good. Ooh. Okay. First, we'll scrap light cruiser. Well, I keep wanting to kill the Hartman, but this stuff keeps showing up. Oh, I guess I got Screecher if I need to also. Okay, let's use Guidance on Crusher. Screecher on Hartman. And flip him a Bob Alpha. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Did you get rid of Blob Miner yet? No, especially with the vents. So we'll leave it in there. If we can do some damage with that card. Fortunately, Blob Alpha's not going to still be out there for us. Gone. So many cards. Still has a 5-card hand. And he's played 4 cards. That's what Yoakum does. That Blob Alpha. Well, we'll take an Enforcer mech. Go with that. Alright, he's doing lots of damage to us. Don't like that, but we'll survive. My Hammerhead. I'm not gonna lie, the Hammerhead to me is very tempting, especially with his yellow. This card's getting annoying. I'm losing a scrapper by doing that, but this is draw. It's gonna do some things. Grab it. Shuffle up and deal. Let's kill the mech so he can't get it. Well, the thing is, if I don't take any, I'm going to draw these 3, but at least it'll cycle the rest of my deck. So because we're playing such a small deck and we're playing with events, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to grab that guy. Tractor beam, huh? Didn't want to see that. I don't know if I want to do anything fancy here or just play it safe. I kind of want to buy something, see if I flip something. But I also don't want to put any of those cards in my deck, especially my deck's just shuffle. So we won't. All right, we'll run it, see what happens. Here we go. Just ships. Deal with that. God. Oh, he's got mobilization. That's right. See, that's a lot of cards in it. Puts 2 back. He's got transport shards. He's going to get one of those cards. The other one with the blob trigger. There we go. Look at all those beautiful. Oh my goodness. Calm down, dude. Calm down. There's a spike cluster. I still haven't purchased mine. Still sitting over. There's the tractor beam. This is. I really didn't want to leave the tractor beam up there, but as you can see, it wouldn't have made a difference. But we've got multiple scraps off the road to digging. See if we can find something. Grab a bomb. Nice. Especially because we're taking damage a turn here. And that's good. That's good. All right, so out. Problemo. Grab that guy out. What's with all these junk odds? Fred will do. That will classify as a ship we would like to buy. All 3 orbital shuttles. All right, so we're doing anything. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I don't think I'm going to scrap anything. In life there. Let's go ahead and buy the spike cluster. That in there. I think now we'll get rid of that blob miner. We want to trim this down a little bit if we can. Oh yeah, hang on. We can get that base for free. Abby's got that blob alpha coming with that. There's an elementation sitting there. All right, so we're good there. We'll do some damage. And I think that's it. We'll run that. See what happens. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We're putting a little bit of overtime here. We will finish up this game with Frank here before we call it a night. I've been going a little bit longer on the Hero Realms first part of the stream, so I definitely want to make sure that I'm giving adequate time for Star Realms play, since that's primarily actually what the stream is for. But with the Hero Realms beta being out, it's just I want to make sure I give time to that as well too. It's so good. It is. We've talked about that. It's so much more than we thought it would be. So I'm really happy to see what they were with that, how well it plays. Good stuff. Sure. Fed Cruiser. Alright, so he's technically at 17 life. We're gonna see what we can get at. Bounce it back that base, do damage to it. Alright, so I'm going to discard Viper. Oh, that's not blue. Okay, this will give me blue. Like, I want to use this because I want to put this into my deck. Then I want to draw with the hammerhead. I gain 3. I'm going to draw. Couldn't like draw one of the big cards, unfortunately. Odds. So do I do damage less and take? I think so, because I can't kill him this turn anyways. Let's take that to potentially get the extra damage next turn. Could have some action here. All right, so we are at 28 life. Frank has sauce in the deck. He could have lethal, especially with the ridiculous Yokon 7-card hand set. Let's get the Blob Alpha. Let's get the double Battle Bot. Builder Bot. Does not have lethal, but and nothing there to save him. So I think we pulled this one out, boys and girls. It's 5 of it. A couple more damage. That'll be game. Good game, Frank. Take that one down. That was very close. Good game for sure. Thank you so much for the challenge. I appreciate that. Let's turn in here with Lex. And while we do that, I am actually going to go find us someone to raid. So we've got a handful left in there. I really appreciate you hanging out. Let's go say hi to someone. Let's see what they're doing. Maybe throw a follow. His back streaming. He was streaming last night, so it was a lot of fun hopping in there. They were playing some Back to the Tavern Brawl. Yeah, I finished mine, luckily, so how long that takes. Let's see who's gaming here. Check out. My friend Visions is playing, so let's go ahead and that's not my friend, I should say, but let's go ahead. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, let's throw him a follow here. So, all right, I really appreciate everyone for hanging out tonight. Thank you so much. Had a lot of fun in both the Hero Realms and the Star Realms. Thank you for the challenge. Thank you for watching me get decimated in Hero Realms and get a little success as well. We took out our Tavern Brawl match online, and then we got smoked by that disgusting range. Really cool to see, though. I haven't seen that before, so thank you so much, guys. Let's go ahead and throw this out there. And we will go visit Vision. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Peace.